Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Michelle and I'm a horrible YouTuber. This is why I should never say, oh, I'm gonna make more videos more often, because the thought gets in my head and I'm like, oh, I have great ideas. And then life happens and I make excuses because I'm just too tired to make a video, but nah, whatever. It is what it is. So, thanks for watching this. If you're watching and you're wondering where I was at, I'm here. I'm good. I told Nick about a half an hour ago, I was like, wow, it's been like 2 weeks since I've made a video. Maybe I should just, do it and let people know how I'm doing. And this is why I started this channel to begin with, to hold myself accountable. So maybe I should follow through with myself, more than anything. I definitely appreciate everybody that still sticks by and watches me, from time to time. But I would just like to let you guys know, how I've been doing and what's going on. So I guess, in the last 2 weeks, my, weight loss and gain, it's been up and down. Really, I was, I know you don't call it a stall unless it's at least 6 weeks of no change on the scale and no inches lost, but it had definitely slowed down, and I remained the same weight for a few days, and then I would gain a pound, and then I would lose 2 pounds, and it was just all over the place, which is normal. It happens, but that's what was going on. I believe the last video that I made, what was it, 2 weeks ago, I was 104 pounds down. And then I started a few of those days during those 2 weeks. Well, actually, it's been like 3 weeks now. I wasn't feeling good. And I felt bloated, and I could feel it in my hands. I could, how, sometimes it's hard to, really, squeeze your hands or whatever. And my right foot always has more water weight around everything than my left foot. It's just always kind of been like that. I've sprained that ankle and rolled that foot. I've done just so much stuff to it that it's never going to be back to normal. But I just noticed that it was a little bit puffier than normal. I was like, so usually whenever that happens is when I do an extended fast. And I try to, the last one before this last one, I tried to go 60 hours, and I only made it 48, which is not bad, but I was really hungry. My stomach was just like, oh my God, you need to feed me. And I was staying properly hydrated and keeping up on my electrolytes and just everything. And for whatever reason, I had to listen to my body, and I had to eat something, because I was not feeling good at all. So yeah, I did 48 hours and then I ate, and then the week after that I did another 42, I believe. I made 42, and I really only had intended 24 hours, but after that, 24-hour mark, I was like, I'm not even hungry. I didn't even think, hey, maybe I should break my fast and eat. So I just kept going until I realized, hey, okay, I guess it'll be time to eat now. And that put me down 7 pounds. I was like, oh, okay. We got a little bit of a whoosh, and I got rid of a lot of just the water weight gain and the bloat that I needed to do. Like I needed to get rid of it. And I just felt so much better. My tummy started to feel better again. I wasn't so like lethargic. Like I took 2 naps within like the 2 weeks. And I mean, a lot of you don't know me, but I was the kind of person to always nap. I napped every day. It was like the best part of the day. I loved napping. And I would say like 2 months into my lifestyle change, I was like, I haven't napped. Like, so I don't nap anymore. And I took 2 naps in 2 weeks, and I was like, wow, something's going on. And that lifted, I'm back to not napping anymore because I just don't need it because I have all this freaking energy. Oh, it feels good, like to be able to, because like Monday and Wednesday now I do water aerobics, which is awesome. But I bike to water aerobics now, and I bike home from water aerobics. And let me tell you, that bike ride home, oh God. Okay, I'm wet, and it's at like 7 o'clock at night, so it's a little bit cooler, and there's a little bit of a wind, so that's what I'm riding my bike into. And I was just in the pool, and I love water aerobics because it doesn't stress your joints, but man, your muscles get tired sometimes, when you push it. So the bike ride home is always kind of not fun, but man, like I'm sweating on the way there, in the pool, and home. Oh, and it's working. Like, I don't know if I have found like the secret, if I like unlocked this secret within like myself and like what is really going to work for me, but biking to and from, and then doing water aerobics. And then I do 1 meal a day, which I flip-flop with that. Some days I have 2 meals, some days I just have 1. It all depends on the day, and how I'm feeling. But I get on the scale the next day, and I'm usually like 1 to 2 pounds lighter. Well, it's happened every single time. So I was like, oh wow. Like, so I've kind of like figured out for the moment, because I know that this is not going to last, because that's not how weight loss works. I can't just keep losing 1 like to 2 pounds. Like, say that's like 4 pounds in a week. Realistically, I know that it's not going to always happen, but for right now, man, I am enjoying it. Because your girl got on the scale this morning, and yesterday, Nick told me, he's like, I have another goal for you. And I always make goals for myself, but he made a goal for me, which is kind of cool. I was like, all right, let's do this. Like, I'm wanting to, like, challenge accepted, basically. And he said, because he stepped on the scale, and he's 177.2 because, genetics and fine, whatever. That's okay. I'll get there. Probably not, but I'll get to a healthier me. So he said, I want you to get to, no, I think he said 177.8. Yes, it was 177.8 that he was when he got on the scale. And he said, I want you to be at 277.8. That's my next goal for you. And so I was like, all right, let's do this. I ate like I normally did. Me and my friend went through the drive-thru to get her son some cheese curds, and she got like a cheeseburger or something. And I got myself a bacon butter burger with just onions and mustard, and I just tossed the bun because I very, very, very rarely go to fast food places now. Like, I can count on one hand how many times I've gone to a fast food place in the last almost 9 months and still probably have 2 fingers left over. That's how often I go. Just because I used to gorge and binge, and I don't need to set myself up for failure. And I have a different mindset, so I just don't, honestly, I don't think that's going to happen, but I just don't want to tempt myself. You know what I mean? So I just tossed the bun because when I've asked for that in the past in the drive-thru, they tell me that they can't do it. It's like, what's so hard about putting it in like the container with no bun on it? Like, I'm saving you guys a step. So I tossed the bun. So yeah, I had that, and then we did some rummaging, just thrift storing and things like that, and just kind of hung out, and it was just like, it was a nice day. And then I got home, and I'm trying to sorry, I'm thinking of everything that I did yesterday, and it's like making me trail off. I'm back. So Nick and I were hanging out, and randomly he's like, let's go for a bike ride. I'm like, okay. I used to say no all the time. Like, I never wanted to go for a bike ride. I'm like, I'm too big for that. And I mean, now I ask him sometimes, I'm like, let's go for a bike ride, So he's loving it. He's like so proud of me, and he's like so happy that I love my bike and I like riding and everything. So we did that, and then I was getting hungry, and I'm like, okay, let's stop at Subway. I can get one of their subs made into a salad instead. But then I'm like, wait, it's Sunday here, and I live in a town of like 50,000 people. Sundays, things close early. It's like Mayberry here sometimes, I swear to God. So we just stopped at Quick Trip, and then I got a little cheddar wurst, and I got their little bacon cheeseburger, and of course I tossed the bun again. And that's what I had yesterday, which was not, wow, that was not a whole lot. Oh, but I had a chicken Caesar salad, duh. Wow, let's get it together. I had a chicken Caesar salad. So, I mean, I hadn't had a whole lot yesterday, but I did have a normal amount, I guess, but they were just spaced too far within each other. I didn't eat in the same pattern yesterday than I normally do for whatever reason. So then, I chugged water like crazy yesterday. It's been really humid here. And I drink anywhere between I would say 80 to 125 ounces of water. So, I mean, obviously I was frequently going to the bathroom and whatnot, and I got on the scale this morning, and I was like, okay, considering that I ate that last meal a little bit later than normal, I think I ate at 7 o'clock, and I usually don't eat that late. I was like, I'm probably going to be up a pound because my body hasn't been able to digest and burn off everything that I've eaten yesterday yet. And yeah, I used the bathroom, and then I got on the scale, and I was 278.4. I was like, okay. I mean, I wasn't discouraged or upset. I knew that because yesterday I was 279.2. So, I mean, I would have had to have lost a little under 2 pounds in a day. So, I was just being realistic, and I was okay with 278.4, trust me. So I got back into bed because I had today off, and a couple hours later I'm like, I have to use the bathroom again. So I used the bathroom again, and I'm like, ugh, this obsession with the scale sometimes. He's going to have to hide it from me again. I got on the scale and I was 277.2. His goal was smashed. Like, okay. So I texted him. I'm like, okay, I smashed your goal. And I wasn't going to go meet him. I wasn't going to ride my bike to meet him. I was just the way that I usually go. I was just going to meet him at Harry's, this diner for breakfast. But I was like, no, it's 277.2. I had a rush. I had a high feeling. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go further. So I met him halfway. And then we rode our bikes to breakfast. And I got a skillet without the hash browns. So it was just basically like a deconstructed omelet. And it was amazing. And then we went for a bike ride after that. So I did about 8 miles. Yeah, it was like 8 point something, miles today on my bike. And it was nice. It was good because it's dreary, but it's really humid. So I was sweating. It's kind of cooler. That's why I actually have this on, because I'm a little cooler right now. So yeah, I started out on November 27th. 2017, I was 388.8. I was 388.8 pounds. In 7 days, it'll be 9 months. And I am 277.2. And if we do the math, folks, I have lost 111 pounds. 111.6 pounds is no longer on my body. I work with a lady who weighs 106. She's an older lady. She's 106 pounds. I've lost 5 more pounds than she weighs. That floors me. Really? I've lost a person. I'm a food addict. Always will be. I mean, it's just, and I'm doing it, man. Like, I'm determined to build a healthier relationship with food. I'm doing it. Like, it's awesome. I've also lost a ton of inches in the last few weeks. So that's why I wasn't so discouraged about the scale, because I'm losing inches and I fluctuate. Some weeks I don't lose on the scale and I'll lose inches and vice versa, whatever. It's science. I'm not going to be able to figure it out. It is what it is. So, that's a non-scale victory right there. Losing all those inches. You guys can see this. Look at that. That's my freaking collarbone. Girl, I have not seen her in a while. Like, and another thing. Do you see this bone right there? I just discovered that last night when I was doing my hair. I was just pulling my hair up before bed. And I was like, what is that? My freaking elbow. That bone right there. I haven't seen her in a while. Nick was like, oh, I noticed that like a while ago. I'm like, and you didn't tell me? Oh. But it was kind of cool that I discovered it by myself, because I was like, oh my God. I was genuinely, y'all know what I'm trying to say, impressed. So, that's where I've been at. Let's see what else is going on with me. Oh, okay. So, I'm going to need your help, guys. Like, I'm going to need, like, some prayers sent my way, because I've been invited to a food show on Wednesday. And I don't like to pass up opportunities, to do like fun things and like introduce like, like good and different food into my place of business. So I've been to it before and it is a binge fest. I can safely say that like the sweets area is not going to affect me at all, because I took a whiff of Nick's soda this morning and that was disgusting. I don't even like the smell of sugar. Weird, because I was the queen of sweet tooths. It's still kind of there though, but I do prefer like Chalk Zero products over anything else. Like monk fruit, like sweetener is so good. Like, I'm enjoying that. So that part's not going to bother me. It's just when I get to like the pasta salads and like the like delicious like fried foods and all the different like, it's the savory that I'm having an issue with. And I can't just not try things because that's what I'm going for. But I'm going along with 2 other people, so I'm going to rely on them more to give me their honest opinion. But I did kind of set myself a limit, because there's going to be a lot of things there that I can try, different kinds of cheeses and meats and, just stuff we can incorporate in our recipes and just, jazz things up even more. So there's a lot of things there I will be able to eat, and I'm going to mainly just stick to that, because I know that, that's where my cravings lie too, like cheeses and meats, and I crave that kind of stuff. Like, I could be a carnivore, like I could just eat meat or just like animal products, I could just do that. But if I see something really interesting and I need to try it, they do like give you like the smallest little bite to try. So I told myself I was just going to try 3 things, 3 very small things, if I had the desire to. But I might not even like I don't even know why I'm like stressing about this, because I know I'm going to be good. I know I'm going to be okay. I didn't get to the point that I'm at right now without, like with giving in like all the time, because I don't do that, like not anymore, because I don't feel like I need to, because of how good I eat. Tonight I'm making bacon wrapped pepper jack stuffed meatballs with some green beans tossed in garlic and butter and a little bit more bacon on the side. Like, really? You can't tell me that this style of eating is not good for you and everything is so expensive and, it's bad for your heart and just your kidneys and just, I've yet to really find anything like negative about this. I gotta buy new clothes, so that kind of sucks, but not really. So, I'll be good, but please just, like, if you could send, like, some encouragement and be like, you've come so far, don't just think, oh, because you're at a food show, you have to eat everything, because I don't. But it's easy to say that right now, because it's not in front of my face. You get what I'm saying? Like, when it's in front of, that's a trigger, that's going to trigger me to be like, okay, well, then I'll just, fast and get rid of it. It's like, that's not a good solution. Just refrain, I don't have to go overboard. So I'm definitely obviously gonna eat before I go and have a good, like, big, maybe I'll have like a double bulletproof coffee. You know, just like set myself up for success for the day, you know, so I think I might do that. But I think the guy is weed whacking next door now, so maybe I should let you guys go, huh? Rude. So I hope you guys have an awesome day. I hope you guys made it to, you know, the 25-minute mark, because we all know my videos can't be like less than 20 minutes. Maybe I should post more and they won't be this long all the time. We all know what happens to that. So I hope you guys have an awesome, awesome rest of your day. Happy Monday. Get motivated, get out there and do something and just, live life and just be the best you. I hope you guys have a great, great day. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe and like my video and comment and just like share this journey with me. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Have an awesome day for the third time. I'll see you later, guys. Bye.